It's going to be really high level racing. You know, these guys are just absolute animals.
It's the ultimate test of endurance.
Patience is probably the buzzword for this season.
Ooh, it's spicy.
2 more years in me before I quit the world of triathlon.
London, legs screaming at you experience, and it's who can push through that pain.
A lion is born to lead, not to follow.
I know everyone's strength and weakness.
The race to Qatar is on.
Hi, I'm Leo Bergere, French triathlete, Olympic bronze medalist in Paris 2024 and World Triathlon champion.
Leo Bergere, huge talent. He's going to be highly motivated right there.
And Leo Bergere's first podium.
There has been a breakaway. New Zealand leads France. France has taken one from New Zealand. New Zealand trying to come back. Here we go. Oh, sprint finish.
Well, there's a move from Bergere. It's going to be a battle between the two Frenchmen. Bergere and Lecour. Lecour's going to have to come from behind. Bergere has the tiger line with Lecour on the outside, and he's going to get there.
See Bergere's near the front there.
Leo Bergere has gone to the front.
He's up front, just doing what he's got. He's just got to do what he does.
European champion is going to take the grand final. He takes the French flag. He raises his fist. Bergere wins the grand final.
Couche. Pas bouger, hein? Pas bouger.
I came here first at the age of 16 or 17 years old because we have a really nice training center, and we could go to school only in the morning and train in the afternoon. We have a really nice pool, nice trails to run, nice track, good physios, yeah, everything.
This year to work with a micronutritionist.
No, you don't say why we met. No, because he was in love with me from our first year two.
Yeah.
In 2013 we did our first European champs. And because Leonie Perriot and Lotte Miller got a penalty, I got on the podium. And so he saw me there. He was not so strong at the time.
I was 27th. I think that at this time the Italian Federation had a body sponsor, a tri-suit sponsor that was making strange tri-suits, and it was a bit transparent, you know. And I was like, these Italians, they're cute. That's how we met.
Yeah, but so then
people
after...
want to know the truth, huh?
No, yeah, people want to know the truth. I don't want the people to know the truth.
It doesn't look so good, but it's very, very good.
You don't gotta tell me I'm the truth, I already knew. Pull up in a Billy Gold and a Tommy too.
I didn't listen to my body perfectly during the off-season. I really needed a longer rest, and I came back to training, seeing Yele, Hayden already training hard around Christmas time, and I put pressure on myself, and I came back to training. So I had an Achilles more or less all the winter, and so I couldn't not do any intensity training. You have to learn how to deal with this kind of situation. to make the most of it and still think about how you can have a good season, even if the start of the season is not perfect.
Back at the pool after 4 or 5 days without swimming. I don't know if I'm still capable of swimming, but we'll see. Il va me faire le pace. Fabio Rastelli is the coach of our squad. And he's coming with us a week every month, staying out at our house, so we share a lot of moments also outside of the training, so that's pretty cool. The rest of the time we have Angie, because she's not able to train for herself at the moment since 2 years, so she's...
So I'm helping the guys. He does everything. He does everything well. Like, you will never have to push him to do sessions. For Tokyo, Leo, he wanted to win a medal, so he went all in. But the problem is that he went too far into fatigue. You know, when you have to have a peak, it's always tricky. Either you do well, either you do bad. So in Tokyo was really bad because he was really upset.
After the race in Tokyo, I remember being completely dead, you know, inside me. I was so disappointed. In life, not only in sport, but when someone is working so hard for, like, dedicating everything to a project, and when it doesn't work, it's a hard pill to swallow. Yeah. Where I was feeling completely empty inside me, and then that's when I got the bounce, you know, the bounce back, and okay.
Sweltering Saturday in Abu Dhabi, under some of the most testing conditions imaginable. Only the strong will survive the ultimate test. And the Men's World Championship is still on a knife edge. There is Bergere, third coming in. He's given himself a great chance here. Smooth transition, and he's away. He is doing absolutely everything he can to win this title, and at the moment he's asking a serious question of both Yi and Weil. Hasn't won a single race in the series so far this season. Well, he has now, and it's the biggest race of the season. Bergere wins the grand final. Did you think you had a real chance of becoming world champion?
I still can't believe it. Is it right?
It's confirmed. You're the world champion.
Oh, that's insane.
The year before the Olympics in Paris, I had my mental coach told me to draw what was in my mind to win this race. And so I had to look at this drawing every day. And every day I had to yell like a lion, you know, like a beast. In Paris, I thought I didn't panic at all. It changed a lot my confidence in myself, you know, just like in my career. It's almost like if I don't have the bad pressure of this anymore, I just have the good pressure. Like, yeah, I've already done some beautiful performances, and now I'm so motivated. I don't have to prove anyone that I have this level, and let's just go for it, you know. Yeah, I was not so surprised that I had the opportunity to be a hotshot, but I felt like I had a mission because as a hotshot you have to deliver from the first race.
Leo Bergere out next, another French powerhouse.
Leo having a fantastic race today.
Leo Bergere then, the Frenchman, finishing in second.
What an addition he has been to this racing. Absolutely loving the contribution of these hot shots so far, mixing it up, showing what these short course guys can do.
I have 2 injuries going on at the moment, and it's lasting since this winter. So already in Singapore I was dealing with Achilles issues, and then right after I had some pain, some sciatica pain that bothered me in training. Since then, yeah, my training has been pretty bad because I was not feeling my leg on the bike and leaving one day after the other without knowing if I would be able to race the next race. So the night before the race, I slept pretty bad. Everything you don't want when you're sleeping before a race that start that early. But then, yeah, my alarm was probably around 3:30 in the morning. Yeah, I did a little bit of mobility, you know, to wake up while drinking a coffee in the same time, and yeah, trying to relax. I went to the race venue in completely darkness and with a really strong headwind. Yeah, here it's like, especially in the winter, we are used to have like big winds like this, but in the summer it's more rare. But yeah, I'm used to ride in the windy conditions, so that's why I choose yeah, a smaller wheel, a smaller front wheel, because I know it can be brutal in the turns, and the coast here is always turning, so the direction of the wind is never the same. So you need to stay careful and stay on your bike.
Welcome to the beautiful French Riviera, a brand new race for us.
We are truly blessed. I mean, what an exciting location, what an exciting race. Olympic champions, it's going to be one of the most highly anticipated races on the circuit.
Now, with regards to the sort of home hopes in the French, Leo Bergere, Matthias Margirier as well. Leo Bergere trains on these roads, doesn't he, week in, week out.
Wearing number 4 from Spain.
Ominous for the rest of the field if Hayden's feeling confident.
Number 6 from France, he was second in Singapore 2025 T100, and the Olympic bronze medalist, Leo Bergere.
On the start line this morning, like having the sun rising and a lot of people cheering for us. On the top of was a beautiful scenery.
We are now in the hands of the start. On your mark.
And we are underway here at the San Rafael Vayat Plage for the T100 French Riviera.
As soon as the start gun went off, I dove in the water, like full of seawater in my goggles, so straight I wasn't seeing anything. So after a few meters I had to empty them, and at the first buoy I was already in the first positions.
We've seen at the front of this race so far was we had, I think, Rico and we had Leo and Kyle Smith, and they were all swimming next to each other, and that's probably not doing them any favours at the moment. That's probably slowing them down a little bit.
Yeah, on the way back I was behind Morgan, I think, and we were all like blind.
Here we go. He can't see very well. Yeah, he goes shading his eyes. So that just shows what they're dealing with out there. They're swimming directly into the sunlight.
With the sun coming right in our eyes, and yeah, I did a huge mistake.
Leo Bergere, that we could see the red cap on this side of the screen, he was taking a line almost directly to the next red buoy. They didn't actually have to go to that red buoy. It was more a case of you've got to keep that red buoy on your right and you've got to keep the orange buoy on your left. All the other athletes started beelining towards that orange buoy because it was the quickest line. So he's actually swam a fair bit further than the other athletes.
I thought we needed to swim around that buoy, and in the end all the pack went straight to the OC exit, and I lost like all the positions. I was one of the last of the group, and so all this work was had to be done again in the second lap, and I was quite disappointed about my mistake because I was planning as soon as the second lap was starting to put a surge in the swim.
The real advantage of sort of running hard through transition is just as they get onto the bike, because they obviously have to spread themselves out 20 meters each. Being one of the first onto your bike just means you don't have to worry about that congestion. Think of the distance from front to back of that pack. It's huge.
I mean, when I came out of the swim, I was in a decent position, like around 10 seconds from the head of the race. The transition was a bit chaotic, and I was struggling to do all the simplest movement that I usually do.
But this is now with the lead of the men's race. Sam Dickinson of Great Britain, certainly making himself known and making his presence felt by being out here in the lead.
I was thinking, okay, I'm really clearly not 100% today, and I need to have my own race, trying to have the best performance I can without taking any like strategy that is really too risky for me. So it means not following Hayden and Rico on the bike, because I knew I would cook myself.
Talk about Leo Bergere. This is where he's used to practicing.
And you'd think that this would be advantageous to him, so it'd be curious to know if he has any tactics for himself and whether he or not he can play to those strengths. Whoa, oh dear.
Oof, that was a bit hot coming in there, wasn't it? That was a moment. I had to hold my breath there. I thought he might be going over the edge, but he's saved it and he's back.
Nearly crashed on the bike, and the wind was always changing direction because the coast is always turning, and I got really surprised in a long curve. I got a gust of wind like blowing me on the side at one point, and it was really strong, and so I couldn't hold my line anymore, and I had to go on the outside pretty dangerously. So I decided to unclip one foot, and I knew I couldn't brake because if I was braking, I was sliding, and I was like, whew.
Hayden Wild is doing right now, along with Rico Bogan, is putting a gap in on the athletes behind. So we've got kind of two distinct front groups now, a Hayden Wild and a Rico Bogan group, and then a Mathis Marjurier, Sam Dickinson and Jelle Geens group.
For New Zealand with a 45-second lead.
The last 20k of the bike were pretty hard for me, and I couldn't wait to end this bike section.
Hey, home! Hey, home!
T2, we were together with Kyle and Morgan and all the other guys that I was riding with. Hayden, Morgan, and also Yele, I would say, are the best runners. Some level and some pace that I'm aiming, and I think it's something possible.
Hayden really turning it on here and pushing out in front to get this lead. Athletes behind will now get a sense of just how far ahead Hayden Wild currently is.
The final few Ks of the run, I came from like 7th to 11th, I think. And I was really losing ground, and my pace was really slowing down, and I was really suffering. Yeah, I couldn't wait to cross that finish line.
So Hayden Wild makes his way onto the blue carpet. This has been a masterclass from Hayden Wild. Yellow Geens crosses the line in 2nd place.
Debut performance from Sam Dickinson on a wild card, and he's hitting the podium.
And he is. Sam Dickinson comes home in 3rd.
Yeah, I think my pace was not super strong overall, but I started a bit too fast for the legs of today, and yeah, just blew up completely and finished with what I had, and yeah, I was pretty far back and quite disappointed, to be honest.
Leo, mate, congratulations, great race. Félicitations, monsieur.
Merci, thank you so much. I suffered a little today. Yeah, I made it to the finish line. That's the most important.
Merci beaucoup, Leo. Leo is a great guy too.
So basically, yeah, just work hard in training on a few things that I still can improve, I think, especially on my run, and yeah, hopefully I have a good coach and a good wife now that are supporting me a lot and helping me to reach my maximum potential, and yeah, then I would be a happy man.
You know, he's still working his way back up. But Greg, I want to bring your attention to the women's race because we have been wondering if they could have the longest time break. We said that there was a
Yeah, at the moment the lion inside me has to be a bit wiser, but I just can't wait to unleash him again. Good.